Well, good afternoon, fellow fish keepers, reef watchers, and aquarium enthusiasts. This is Mike from What Works for Me Aquariums. The last video had some changes I made, some information. You want to go look that up. That's great. Just take a look at my last video. You'll find how I built a small do-it-yourself or DIY refugium for my aquarium. It now holds some Chaeto that's doing really well. I also showed you the protein skimmer that I'm currently using, and it's been working phenomenally. Some other changes I made, I don't recall if I added them to the last video or not, but I started using Reef Marins. Tropic Marins, all for reef, and also another product that is supposed to reduce nitrate. Now, I want to give you a real good. This is gonna be a good report. You guys have not. It started out with the reason I did the video was it wasn't so good and things kind of looked kind of bleak. However, things are turning around, folks. I feel real good about it. I want to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. As of November 20, as of February 24th, let me read you the results. I did a water test. By the way, these days I'm using strictly Salifert tests. They are really easy to use. They are well tested and they seem to have a really good result. I appreciate the way they work. It's not difficult. They're not difficult to operate at all. They're not real expensive. The indicator from what everybody I read is they're about as good as you're going to get for the kind of test you're buying. Even better than APIs and really in way simpler to use. I've enjoyed them. So, just a quick review. There is one new piece of coral off to the left there, soft coral. It's not doing too well today. I'm not sure why. You see the other two soft pieces of coral in the middle of tree coral. The left one's doing pretty good. The one on the right, I just can't find a place to make it happy, so that's kind of what it's looking like. As you can see, dead center is my green star polyp, which is just multiplying and doing what it's supposed to do. And off to the right, excuse me, you'll see two small colonies of zoanthids that look extra healthy. The only thing I've added to this tank since then were 4 little blue-legged hermit crabs. And they're moving all through the rocks and they're doing their thing. So, let's just a quick recap. What I did do was added something called denitrate. It's a filter media that I added to the tank that's supposed to reduce nitrates. I added the refugium with a Chaeto in it. That's supposed to reduce nitrates. I added the protein skimmer, which is supposed to reduce nitrates, and the Tropic Marin product, which is supposed to reduce nitrates. That was the problem I was having. If you'll recall, and you go back a couple of videos, I was up around 80 ppm for nitrate. I went down to 40. The last video I did, I was between 25 and 50, and guess what? I'm able to report, and happy to report, that we're between 10 and 25 ppm. So it is going down about on a monthly basis, I would think. Well, maybe a little slower than that. But they are reducing. I am thrilled. I guess all the cumulative things I've been doing has actually been helping. I'm thrilled to death because that was the one issue that I had the biggest problem with. And I wasn't going to add any new coral until I got to the point where the nitrates were manageable. And they appear to be that way. However, I do have one other small problem I'll discuss in just a minute. But let me read you my test results. Nitrate between 10 and 25 ppm. KH is at 10. Phosphates 0, which I understand could have a little bit, would probably be helpful, but I don't have any right now. And calcium was 3.75, which is low. Okay. And magnesium was at 1120, which is good. So everything's looking great. I said the calcium was a little low, so I purchased a product from Coral Life that is supposed to be for dosing calcium. So we'll give it a try. The only thing I'm concerned about is occasionally when I run into this stuff, I understand that dosing calcium can also raise your alkalinity, so I got to be careful there. Alkalinity is pretty good, but I don't want to get it too high either. So that's what's going on. Everything is really happy. All the coral seems to be doing good. And I'm going to head toward adding some more coral here eventually. But now, of course, the clownfish, as you can see, is happy as a clam. And my coral-bedded shrimp is currently hiding under the rock where the green star polyp is also in good shape. So, Overall, folks, I'm happy to report that the tank is back on the mend and doing what it's supposed to do. I'll be much happier when nitrate is down around 3 or 5 or something, because I understand that's probably a reasonable place to keep it. I don't have any problem with keeping it there. But right now, I'm just thrilled that everything is back on track. And also, I want to mention the fact that the nitrate's dropping slowly. This is, I'm told, what you want. You don't want it to drop to 0 overnight, because that's not good for the tank either. All the equipment is working quite well. I'm very happy with it. Something else I think I mentioned in one of the videos is I was having a little problem with what I believe to be Bryopsis algae. There are still a couple of patches of it here and there in the aquarium. As long as it get out of control, I guess I don't really care. But let me tell you what happened. I tried Reflux and had no effect. Now, I don't think it was Reflux's problem. I think I made the mistake of dosing it incorrectly. So that may be at some point or other, I may try again. But right now, I'm not too concerned, because there are certain areas on the rock that are just, it's gone. And I'm attributing that to the hermit crabs. So let's just hang on a minute and see how well they do at keeping up. They're currently on the rock where some of the Bryopsis is at. And if it's not, may not be Bryopsis, because I understand that they usually don't, nothing eats it. But these hermit crabs are definitely eating this algae. Right where the tree coral is on the left, there was a good patch of it right in front of it, and it's just completely gone. So it was never there. So either the Reflux had a delayed reaction, which I don't believe, or like I said, the hermit crabs seem to be doing their job, and I'm thrilled to death to have them. I put 4 in here, but I only ever see 2, so I don't know if 2 didn't make it or whatever. But 2 of them are just milling around and doing the thing that you're supposed to do. I'm thrilled to know all these things. I'm glad to have been able to report this to you. The skimmer I use, I believe I mentioned before, is a Coral Life skimmer. And currently, even my Petco, we have a very tiny Petco here in town. We're not really a town at all. And they have it. So I'm thrilled to death to see that. It's working well. Everybody seems to be managing. And if this continues to go the direction it's going, I'm probably going to go toward the larger 40-gallon breeder and develop a reef out of it. So that's what I'm looking at. I've already got a lot of the equipment for the 40 gallons, so I'll just probably move stuff into there. But at any rate, folks, again, happy days. We've got a good report for y'all. So if there's anything you want to add, any comments, first off, let me give a good shout out, lastly here, let me give a good shout out to the subscribers I've got. I have quite a few these days, and I appreciate that. Likewise, folks, I want to just thank you. If you're interested or like what you see or hear, please don't hesitate to leave a like and hit that subscribe button. I'm not exciting. I'm sorry. I'm not here for entertainment value. I am here to help people learn about fish keeping, saltwater reef keeping. I've learned a ton, and the tank is 2 years old, so congratulations to the tank as it continues to proceed in the direction it's supposed to proceed. And shortly, like I said, I'll be trying to look at some more coral. Often I make a trip to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which is about 45 minutes to an hour from me. And I discovered an aquarium shop there I'm anxious to go back to, a place called Glass Aquariums. Something you might want to look into. They're a pretty good shop. And at any rate, folks, that's the video for this time. I'll be posting it. It should be posting just any minute now. So thanks again for stopping by. Any comments are definitely welcome. Thank you very much, and have a good rest of your day.